most important thing that people don't recognize in the interior designing. They design everything before, like they start with the construction before they have the plan for interior designing, and then they ask the interior designer to see the space, to play with the space, or to change things around to make it more beautiful or more functional or whatever the thing is. The thing is that the interior designing or the designing the space starts with the planning of the construction. Of course, it's more kind of like a architectural point of view, but then you can convey the architecture, what exactly it's going to look like, what exactly the room, the structure, whatever you're building, whatever kind of the client you have, whatever kind of project you have. Because if it's built, once the construction is done, and the construction is done and you need to change into something else, it's going to be a lot of the work to break everything or to convert things into something that you prefer. So always keep this thing in mind, that whenever client is coming you to decorate the space, and if they haven't finished with the construction, focus on the designing first before you build the construction, because that's going to be easy for you to construct something based on the functionality of the space, based on exactly what you want. Because there's a lot of the people make this mistake, and I've seen these people making mistakes, make everything, and then they come and they are like, okay, how I will decorate the space, can you help me make it more beautiful, can you help me make it more functional? And I'm like, you already constructed the space. Of course I can do something here, I'm not saying I cannot do anything, but if you want more adaptability, then we do need to change some things. We do need to shift the doors, shift the windows, or something like that, and that involves deconstructing the construction that already been made, changing the things or taking out the rooms or taking out the floor or a window or a door, and that's require more expenses, right? So why construct first thing in the wrong place and only to know to remove it in the later on down the road to decorate the space to make it more functional and more beautiful? So that's the one thing to, whenever you have the client coming up or some ideas coming up, focus on the construction first before you focus on the interior designing. Because if the construction is proper, then it will be very easy for you to design the space, because the construction is appropriate for the thing that you want to design. So focus on the construction based on the what kind of functionality based kind of thing that you're expecting for the space, and then focus on the interior part. This is something that I've learned personally from my experience. A lot of the people are not able to understand this concept. They think that once they're going to finish up with the construction and then they're going to contact the interior designer to decorate the space or redesign the space or whatever it is. But the thing is that the construction has already been made. Now you cannot change the floor, you cannot change the door, you cannot change the window. Of course you can do it, but that's allow you to pay even more money to take out the old stuff and then make the new one. So why do that stuff? Why involve that extra step or more expenses? Instead, just in the very beginning, focus on hiring a interior designer, or focus on the interior space first and build the construction around it so that it would be easy for you to redesign or design the space that you're building. Hopefully it helps. Let me know. I'll see you next one. Bye bye.